with you.
Hey, glad you came back. Today I'm making souvlaki, right? It's a Greek dish, right? But you know, let's be honest. Look, it's like this. It's like a shish kebab or kebab, however you want to say it. If you were in the Middle East, Iran, for example, or you're Arabic, it would be kebab. But we're in Greece. So since we're in Greece, it's called souvlaki. Okay? And this is what it is. I'm going to show you how I do 4 different types, how I marinate them. Now I'm going to cook them all together, but I marinate them separately. So you'll see the different ways to marinate, the different types of meat. It's going to be beef, lamb, chicken, pork. You're going to love it. Hey, watch the show. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, this is Shrashira. That's the best elevator music I ever heard. All right, so what we're going to need for this, for the beef souvlaki, we're going to need a couple of garlic cloves that have been minced up. We got a couple of teaspoons of salt, kosher salt, a couple of teaspoons of black pepper. We have a tablespoon of dried oregano. We have roughly about a tablespoon of fresh rosemary. If you use the dried rosemary, you're gonna want to grind it up because those little sticks, I mean, nobody wants to eat hard sticks like that, so you wanna grind those up. We have a couple of tablespoons of red wine vinegar. We have about 1/4 cup of olive oil. This is extra virgin olive oil. And then we have about 1 pound of top sirloin. We're using top sirloin, okay? So we're gonna put this in the bag so it can marinate. Okay, so our beef is in. We're gonna add our olive oil right into the bag. Our red wine vinegar in. Our salt. Pepper, dried oregano, fresh rosemary, and our garlic. All that in there. Okay. Now what we want to do is seal this up real quick and give it a mix. And yes, I left air in the bag to help the mixing. It makes it easier to mix it. So it can move around, you see. For the initial mix. Okay, now let's mix. Let the air out. Now this is going to go in the refrigerator till we're ready to skewer it up. Okay, so this is going to go into the refrigerator. You want to put it in there for a minimum of 2 hours if you can, right? And you can let it stay in there overnight, you know. You could do that. Just so you know. So, I'll see you when it's time to skewer these bad boys up. Okay, so I was thinking, I'm like, okay, I felt like something was missing. I'm like, okay, I'm making souvlaki, like Greek food. I know the herbs of the area. Everything seemed good to go. You know, again, you see the lemon juice on it. That's what it was. I need to put lemon juice in it. So, what I did was I went back in the fridge, I pulled it back out of the fridge, and I added about a tablespoon and a half of lemon juice to the beef. Mix it all up and then put it right back in the fridge. Okay, now let's get back to marinating. I'll see you when it's time to skewer it up. Now for the chicken, we need about 3 garlic cloves that have been minced up, about a teaspoon of kosher salt, about a teaspoon of black pepper, right? About a third of a cup of olive oil, just over a tablespoon of dried oregano, and we got 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, and then we got about 1.5 pounds of chicken breast that have been cut up, nice size for kebab, skewers, souvlaki. So now let's get that marinated. All right, the chicken goes in. There we go. Olive oil in. Lemon juice goes in. Salt. Pepper. Oregano. And then our minced garlic. Now we're going to mix this up. And again, with the initial mix, we're going to keep the air in so it can move around so we can mix it. Make sure everything's coated. Make sure everything's coated. Okay. Now I'm going to let the air out. Now this is going to go in the fridge. Now this is going to go in the fridge for a minimum 2 hours, okay? For me. Now if you want, you can do it for about an hour. Well, I say minimum 2 hours, but if you can, do it overnight in the refrigerator, okay? So all that flavor can get in there. The lemon juice can continue to tenderize the meat, okay? So I'll see you as the hours go by so we can skewer these up and get these cooked. Okay, so for the lamb here, of course we're gonna need a lamb. So we have about 1.5 pounds of lamb shoulder, okay? We have about 1/3 of a cup of olive oil. We have thinly sliced 1 small red onion. Okay, we have about a tablespoon of oregano, about a teaspoon of cumin, about a teaspoon of paprika. We have about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, about a teaspoon of kosher salt, a teaspoon of black pepper, 2 to 3 garlic cloves that have been mixed up. And then we have some thyme. Now this is just over a tablespoon of dry thyme. Okay? So let's put this in the bag so it can marinate. Okay, so our lamb goes in. And the lamb we've chopped up, right? About an inch and a half size cube, like we're doing all of our meats here for our skewers or our souvlaki. Okay, gonna put the olive oil in, that in, our lemon juice, our red onions go in, our salt, pepper, the thyme, dry thyme, oregano in, paprika. Paprika goes in. Our cumin in. And then lastly, our garlic, our minced garlic. I want to make sure this is mixed up. Again, on the first mix, we're not taking the air out of the bag because we want it to be able to move around. Make sure everything is coated. Okay. Let the air out. Now this is going to go in the refrigerator. All right, so this is going to go in the refrigerator for a minimum of 2 hours, right? If you can, let it go overnight. The longer it's in there, the more flavor is going to get into your meat, okay? So the next time you see me with this, we're going to be skewering it up so we can cook it. So right now, it's happy in the fridge. Can't wait to cook this. Okay, so now the pork, pretty easy. We have a couple tablespoons here, like 3 tablespoons of dried oregano, okay? A little over a teaspoon of pepper, black pepper, a little teaspoon kosher salt. We have about 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice, and we have about 1/2 cup of olive oil. And then here we have just over 1 pound of cut up pork loin. They are cut up inch and a half pieces like the other kebabs. Now let's get this marinated. Okay, pork goes in. The olive oil goes in. Yep. The lemon juice goes in. Salt, pepper, oregano goes in. Now we're going to mix this up. Again, on the initial mix, we're not taking the air out of the bag. So we want to make sure everything's coated nicely. Now, get the air out of the bag. And this goes in the refrigerator. All right, now again, this is gonna go in the refrigerator. You wanna put it in there for a minimum of 2 hours, so you can go overnight in the fridge as well. The longer it's in there, the more flavor is going to be imparted into the meat. Now keep in mind, there is lemon juice in here, so it's going to start cooking the meat over time, so you want to keep an eye on that as well. So I'll see you when it's time to skewer it up. Okay, so a little issue there. First part didn't record. So what we're doing, got the beef, putting them on the skewer. If you don't have metal skewers, you can use the bamboo skewers, the wooden skewers. Just make sure you soak them for about an hour before you use them, so they don't burn up on the grill or in the oven. I have here green bell peppers, white onions, and a little tomatoes. So make sure you get all these on here. be careful when you're doing this. Now, because I'm handling raw meat and these vegetables, whatever vegetables are left, okay, you gotta get rid of them. You can't save them. Contaminated. Now we're gonna skewer our lamb. The pork we're just gonna pack very tightly. No veggies, just straight pork. Now lastly, we're gonna do the chicken. In the chicken, we're gonna put some bell pepper on it. Maybe a little onion, I have to see. All right, let's clean this up. We'll be right back. All right, we have our rotisserie spit here. Well, rotisserie, what can I say, skewer set up. Let's get this in here. Bad boy is fully loaded now. Put it on our rotisserie. Okay. Okay, let's crank this bad boy up. Now this is going to go into a 450-degree oven. Start them up. Now we're going to let this go for a half hour, and then we're going to take two. Right off the bat, visually, I can tell it's not ready. Take this chicken. Yeah, 158 on the chicken. Pork. Yeah. I'm gonna give this about another 20 minutes, and I'm gonna raise the temperature on it. So let me put this back in. All right, souvlaki, and more souvlaki. So I showed you how I marinated the beef. I showed you how I marinated the lamb, the chicken, and the pork. You're gonna love this, I know you are. Hey, if in fact, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. Share me out if you can. If you're not already subscribed, hey, join the peanut gallery. You know our arms are open. We always leave a light on for you so you can even find us in the dark. Also, if we're not connected on Instagram, go to Instagram, put my name in, Shrashira, look for the gray cat, and let's connect. Having said that, Mama Shaw, she already had hers, now I'm about to have mine. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.